Hey, it's Will from Will's Fifth Quarter Special, wishing you happy 2019 from all of us here at Will's Fifth Quarter Special. It's really great to be starting the new year with the show, and I didn't tell people I was going to do this. Is an official Facebook Live. This is a brief Facebook Live, so hope everyone's doing great. And I see we have the first viewer of Will's Fifth Quarter Special of 2019, Mr. Cott. So good to see you, Mr. Cott, and Mr. Rumba. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's to everybody. And a lot of sports coming up in 2019. We have the Chicago Bears going into the playoffs, and it's against the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, and they're facing their former wide receiver, Alshon Jeffrey. So that's going to be really exciting. And I'm going to be, along with the other White Sox fans and baseball fans, watching to see where Manny Machado makes his decision, as he did state he was going to be making his decision in 2019 along with Bryce Harper. So hopefully one of those two lands on the South Side. The South Side White Sox need a superstar to go with their young core. So to bring in the new year, I'm going to stay with you guys on here a little bit. I'm awake and ready to talk sports, looking at sports in this new year, spending New Year's, even the start of 2019 with my family is incredible. And I'm with my Will's Fifth Quarter Special family. Happy New Year to you as well, Mr. Cott. So anybody that's on right now, briefly even, just send me any hopes you have in 2019 for anything sports. White Sox, the Bulls maybe getting a new coach finally, the Bears, just send it over. I'm going to stay with you guys for a little bit right now. I'm just hanging out in my room, getting ready for another episode of Will's Fifth Quarter Special. It'll be the first episode in 2019 in the show's history. That'll be coming up this week on episode 24, so I'm going to be working on that still, getting the kinks all together and everything. We're going to put a really good show together for you guys. And yes, go Sox. The question, though, and I have this question from Mr. Cott, one of our earlier viewers on this Facebook Live. Would you rather us get Manny Machado or Bryce Harper? Which one do Sox fans want most? Personally, I like Bryce Harper just because he's a good left-handed bat. Could really bring good star power, to a team that already has some good infield, which is why I'm not too into Manny Machado. No, I'd be happy if we got Manny Machado, but I think he's a good star. But just in terms of our infield, we could get somebody else to play third. Right now, we need a big star in the outfield. That's where we have the biggest opening for that to take place. Hopefully, the White Sox are going to get Adam Ottavino, as they're in on him with the Red Sox and some other teams. But I'd also like to see hometown player Curtis Granderson come later in the latter part of the offseason. The Sox sign him to a one-year deal, bring him home to Chicago in his home state of Illinois. But it's just really exciting. I want to wish all of you, from us at Will's Fifth Quarter Special, like I said, a happy new year. And I'm very excited for what this new year will bring to the Fifth Quarter Sports Talk, the sports stuff that's going to take place. We're going to cover every step of the way from the Bears postseason to their offseason like usual. So it's exciting. It'll be the first time covering playoff action for the Bears on this show, so it'll be really cool. We're going to try and get some really good insight for you guys on here. I have a family friend that's going to be on one of the upcoming episodes, and he has some really good Bears insights, so we're going to bring that to the show. And a lot more great things are going to be coming. This new implementation of the Redbird Sports Update, as I am an alum now of Illinois State and Redbird Athletic fans, so it'll be a way for the collegiate segment to grow. There's going to be some new things I try and implement on the show over time, obviously, but a bright new year for sports, and as well with the Fifth Quarter Sports Talk you enjoy every day here on Will's Fifth Quarter Special. Hey, Megan, hope you're doing well, cuz. Love you. I just had to get on with you guys tonight. I was wondering a good way to start the show in the new year, and it was to do this. I'm not using my laptop. I'm using my Facebook Live. Hi, Megan. My friend Alex Rodriguez from ISU, my former my former school, now alma mater. It's weird saying that, but the last 2 weeks, so I'm getting used to it. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And Just wanted to see how you're doing. And I think it's going really good so far. The new year, I'm spending time with my family. It is, the weather, I don't think, even for sports terms, is the best the last day or so. New Year's Eve, the weather wasn't too pretty. It's not supposed to be too good today. So hopefully it will shape up. But also, we have to send a special happy birthday message to somebody that's been one of the many guest co hosts on the show. He was on the show's 1 year anniversary. He was on the second episode. He is a true supporter to the show since its start, and like a big brother to me. One of my best friends. I've had my life, and I will have my life long term. A special happy birthday to Will's Fifth Quarter Special's own guest co-host, regular Alex Dolinar. So happy birthday to Alex on this New Year's Day. I think that's pretty cool for him to be able to start his new year with a birthday. So you're gonna see a lot of exciting things on your birthday, but to have it on New Year's is really cool. So happy birthday, Alex, from us at Will's Fifth Quarter Special, and there's a lot of things we could talk about tonight. So I'm only gonna be on for a little bit, like I said, just because I'm tired, like everyone else. We're partying, all enjoying everyone's company, but I just want to ask you guys, what are your hopes for 2019 in the area of sports? Like the Cubs, the White Sox, Chicago sports, anything sports. What are you guys thinking? Leave a comment, leave a message, and just tell me what you guys are thinking. And we're going to try and bring somebody on camera for a little bit. We're going to have a guest on camera. Mr. Cott's going to join us, talk a little White Sox. We can get him out. So we're going to try this out. And Andrew Wegart from Lansing Public Works is with us as well. So hopefully he's doing good on this New Year's Day, 2019, just beginning. And it's great to have each of you on here with me, on this surprise Facebook Live. And there's a lot of things to talk about. So we're going to recap the Bears a little bit. We're going to obviously do it on the show. But what did you guys think about that game against the Vikings on Sunday? It was a big game and just a really exciting moment. For Bears fans, the city of Chicago, something they've been waiting for years. And the White Sox are hopefully going to do something. And we have a funny comment there from a fellow Sox fan on the show. Mr. Cott commenting, Cubs losing record 2019. That is a possibility. We don't know for sure, but since the offseason, but I definitely do expect Theo Epstein to use some of their small payroll flexibility that they've been talking about in the media in Chicago here during this offseason and the latter part of this past season, last year in 2018, how they need some more pitching up. They've had injuries, and that's going to happen with any team. We've seen a lot of good teams in the last few years or so, many, many years of baseball's history, where even the best player can get injured. We saw that with Chris Bryant last year, and obviously Yu Darvish, from what we've been seeing the off seasons, getting right back to work. He's a professional pitcher. They obviously paid him for a reason. So my hope for the Cubs is that they don't have as rough an injury situations as they did last season, this season, so they could see some of that product. They brought in some really good pitchers, and I think that's going to be the key for them. Any team could end up with losing record, but I think the Cubs they need to build up that farm again. I mean, that's a tough thing. A lot of their top players have been up with the club now, and they keep coming up with the club. So that's the situation of any good team that rebuilds, which is keeping those players, keeping the cycle. And that's what I love about the White Sox rebuild right now is we have so much depth in pitching and position players to where we can bring up guys, but we'll still have that depth over the next few years. But you got to keep growing it and cycling it, and that's going to be really important for the Cubs, the Sox, and I'm interested to see when Manny Machado comes out with this in 2019, because they did say that he was going to announce it in 2019. I'm going to pull up my Bleacher Report just so I can keep you guys updated here a little bit. Just 1 second. But no, it's such a joy to be here with each of you on 2019 on this surprise Facebook Live of Will Smith Core Special. So, surprise, you guys got an extra one. I just thought it'd be a good way to start 2019. And, like I said, it's really great to be here with each of you. Thank each and every one of you from 2018 when the show started for supporting it and being here with me tonight to start a little bit. I know hope each of you are having good and safe celebrations and enjoying, company with your family, friends, and loved ones on this special start to another new year, 2019, and it's a big moment for sports fans. There's the NFL playoffs beginning, and I have to give some credit though to a team we don't talk a lot about on the show because we more talk Chicago sports, but the Cleveland Browns yesterday finished with a 7-8 or 7-7 record on the year, which probably will be 8-8 or 7-9. But this is a team that ended with a record of 0-16 last year. So definitely some credit to the Cleveland Browns organization for turning that around in 1 year. And I thought it was really funny. I'm watching the game with my dad, like we're all watching the games yesterday before the playoffs. The end of the season's coming close. And we're watching, and it was in the media too. I thought it was really cool. The Steelers, because it was between the Steelers and the Ravens. And they were trying to get in the playoffs. One would beat out the other for it in the AFC. And there's the Steelers after their game yesterday, watching it, still staying on the field. And they put the picture on Juju Smith-Schuster, one of the main receivers for Pittsburgh's offense, and they're just watching the rest of this game because if Cleveland would have won, Steelers would have been in the playoffs. But I found that really interesting. I love what the Bears did, and it's going to be really tough, I think, Sunday. Yes, the Eagles aren't the same team as last year. No team is the same as the year before. They're a different team this year. Different players, added or subtracted coaching staff and new players with current players or trade players they got. But long story short, that's what I'm excited for about this match for the Bears. If the Bears want to show they're true contenders, not just in the regular season, but the postseason with this team, their new coach, Matt Nagy, who I think is going to be there for a long time. He's brought a really good identity to this Bears team that it used to have as well. But it's going to be important for the Bears to just prepare as best they can. And I like how they mentioned Matt Nagy didn't worry too much about the score of the Rams game against the Niners because they were worried about them. They're focused on one game at a time. I love that approach that they take. I think that's really important. But the Bears are going to have a really good test. And if they're able to, work hard up till Sunday and beat a team like the Eagles, I think that sends a really good message, not just to a team like the Eagles, but to the rest of the NFL that this Bears team is not just for real throughout the season, but they are for the postseason. They're in it all the way. And not just this year, but moving forward. This is a team that people can talk about as a team that is ready to join the top echelon of competition once again in talent terms of the NFL. And a shout out to my Aunt Michelle who's in New York. Love you, Aunt Michelle. Go White Sox. And good to see you on a little bit here. Hope you're having a good start to 2019. And Andrew Wegars as well, like I said. But it's really cool to be here with each of you. And I am going to be saying goodbye. But I will be back on the airwaves to start 2019 with Will's Fifth Quarter Special for episode 24 this week. Should be up in the latter part of the week. I'm going to be obviously posting like usual for the show on that, and then we'll have an official monthly Facebook Live in the new year and for the month of January coming up either this week or next week. Probably next week will be the time to do that. And we'll probably have a special Facebook Live in a few weeks as on my birthday weekend, I'm going to Sox Fest,
with my dad at the Hilton Chicago. So I'm going to try and we'll see if we can put that together. Hopefully that could be a cool Facebook Live to do for the month as well. But from Will's fifth quarter special, this is the host and creator Will Farrell saying Happy New Year, Happy 2019 beginning, and we look forward to being with you every step of the way on the fifth quarter sports talk and continuing great moments like this in another new year and another new year of the fifth quarter sports talk here at Will's fifth quarter special. So for all of us here at Will's fifth quarter special, this is Will Farrell saying Happy New Year. See you soon on the airways for episode 24 later this week. You are listening to the monthly Facebook Live and first of 2019 with Will's fifth quarter special. Happy New Year, guys.